Hello, boys and girls and gamers alike. I am Taya, but you can also call me Zuzana, whatever. And today I'm going to do a makeup video. Oh my god, my nails are so gross. Anyways, I don't often do this sort of thing. I don't know, I would really call myself like a makeup artist. I still don't think I'm that good, but I do like to play around and have some fun here and there. So let's get started, shall we? Today, I'm going to try out some new products that I have never tried before. I just got like a big package from Sephora with some Christmas gift card that my grandfather gave me. Thank you. As you can see, the box is still there behind me. I really don't have the best recording space, but I'll show you the things that we just got. So we just got this Stila, I have no idea how you say this. It's a liquid eyeshadow and it's very sparkly, as well as this liquid lash liner by Kat Von D, the Elements palette from Urban Decay. Now this was on sale for like 25 bucks. It was like so cheap. I was like, I have to get this because I saw it at Ulta and it's swatching. It was gorgeous. As well as the Melted Metallic Too Faced in the shade, what shade is this? No clue, but it's a nice shade. So let's try this out. I'm gonna do like a nice kind of New Year's thing, and we'll see where this goes. So I don't really wear foundation or anything like that, like on most days. Firstly, because I don't know, since I have a lot of freckles and I like my freckles, I don't like covering them up with foundation because that just kind of muddies them and makes them look like weird unless I have like a very thick foundation. And so I don't want to draw on my freckles again, so I'll just leave it bare. It doesn't really bother me much. If it bothers you, that's your problem. But what I am going to do is I'm going to make sure that I am moisturized, because even if we do not put on any foundation, we want to make sure that our face is very soft and smooth and clean. So I've got this by Beekman 1802. It's very nice. I love their products. I just got this for Christmas as well. So now that we're all primed and ready to go, I am going to start with an eyeshadow base. Now this here is the NYX White Cream Eyeshadow Base, and I actually haven't used this in a long time, but I figured we might as well, because why not? So I'm just gonna dab that all over my eye. We're gonna blend that out with my fingers soon. It's funny, they kind of look like little clouds. So now that that's blended out, we have something for my eyeshadow to adhere to. Now here we have the Sample Beauty Paradigm Shift palette, and as you can see, it's very pretty. There's a lot of gorgeous colors. I got this for Christmas, but I already knew I really wanted it. I was like, this is just gorgeous. I love all of the colors. They're all really smooth. Today we're going to do something a little bit different than what I normally do, because I normally like to do like purples and pinks and blues, but I'm going to try and step out of my comfort zone a little. So I'm just going to take this brush here, and I'm going to take this like caramely shade, tap that brush a few times, and just dab it on there. Ooh, that's pretty nice. I like that. Now the thing about these eyeshadows is that you can easily blend them into other colors. So if I have a color that is adjacent to this shade, so like a yellow or even a pink or something like that, it should blend seamlessly in there. Now I am not the best at blending. I'm just gonna say this because I don't really know how to blend, but I will try my best for all of you. I'm not sure what is wrong with my method, really. I think I'm doing the right things. It's just, it never seems like my eyeshadows blend as satisfyingly as those high-class MUAs do. If you have any real tips on how to blend this stuff, please tell me, because I would love to hear that. So now I'm going to take this more peachy shade. As you can see, it's a bit pink, and I'm going to dab that in there as well. Now you can see this is very pigmented stuff, so you kind of have to be careful with how much you use. I am not that careful, you guys, so this might end up looking really bad, but I guess we'll see. And once again, we just have to blend all of that out again. And you can't even see the other color anymore. Whoops. So I'm just blending this more upwards so that because of the shape of my eyes, so that we can actually kind of see it. But I don't want it to be too overpowering because this is just meant to be a bit of a softer look in a way. So this feels right. This feels right, just going like this. Hopefully that gets me the shape that I want. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. Now, without cleaning my brush off, because I'm weird like that, I'm gonna do this brown shade. You know, it's weird, I don't use a lot of brown shades, but we're just gonna pat that in that outer corner there. I haven't really done anything in my inner corner yet, but I don't really, we're gonna see where that goes. Now, I do like, this kind of gets in there. I think maybe I'm just bad at blending because my brushes are cheap. I mean, that just could be it. Ooh la la. Now for something with a little bit more of a pop of color, we're gonna take this hot pink shade, this one right here, and I'm just gonna bring it in on there. Now this is gonna look a little weird at first, but you will see what we're gonna do. Hopefully this ends up looking okay. I'm just gonna pat it right in that center there. Now that I've got that on there, let's go in with this slightly lighter peachy shade and just kind of blend it up into the shade that's above it. Now, as you can see, this is, it almost looks like it's the same color if I'm like this, but once it goes like that, it's a bit of a different tone. No, I should try and add a little bit more dimension to this, so maybe if I get a smaller brush. Ah! The head just flew right off of it. Okay, a different smaller brush, like this one, and we get, say, a darker pink, this one down here, and we bring that into the crease. Hopefully that will give us a bit more dimension. See, yeah, that already gives it more dimension because of how much I already blended it. It's always nice to add a dark color in the crease when you can, because it's just that extra layer of dimension that you really do want. So now that I've got that, I'm going to go over the top edges with white just to get a bit more of a lighter, like, above, because that actually helps me, like, blend things out better in a way. So this still has a little bit of that base on, that white base on it, but I've also dipped it into this white eyeshadow. Also, look how dirty that mirror is. I haven't even used the palette that much. It's already super dirty. So as you can see, there's a bit of fallout on my cheeks, but we're just gonna wipe that away after we're done here. So I'm just flicking this upwards because you gotta, to get that shape that I really want, it takes a bit of an upward flick, just lightly, and this left side is a bit not as much as the other side, so we're gonna get that covered real quick. So now we've got a bit more of a highlight on this brow bone. Also, what I'm gonna say next is that now we get to try out the fun part, this brand new product that I've never tried. So I don't believe that I need another base with this. I could just put it directly over top. So we're just gonna set this right in. Oh, that's so pretty. I don't know, it's like super glittery and shiny. I like that a lot, so I have to be careful that it doesn't go too much onto the upper part of my eyelids, so I may just have to let it dry for a bit. But oh, that's so pretty. Do you guys see that? Do you guys like that? I think I like that a lot. She is literally such a dream to apply, like, So I'm just gonna let that dry. Alright, so that has jumped into my upper crease a little bit, but it's okay. Nobody will notice unless I'm like, oh, look at my eyes, but Yeah, really, when it's like this, you can't tell. So that's good by me. Now for the rest of the thing that is not the eyes, I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer on my nose and around my eyebrows, just because you can see there's like a red dot right there, and that was a zit, but we're just not gonna care about that, because who needs zits anyways? Not me. I see people do stuff like this, so this will just get a bit of a sharper look on my eyebrows. I've gotten some concealer on my eyebrow, but that is absolutely okay. So now I'm just gonna pat that out with my finger. I'm not sure how well this shade actually fits me. I find that it sometimes looks a bit weird, but it's the only shade I have, so you know, it's what we're gonna work with. I am not rich by any means, even though I do have quite a bit of more high-end makeup, you could say. It's mostly just from what I've collected over time. This concealer is not bad at all, though. I do like it. It does the job. I've had cheaper concealers that also do a nice job too. This one it happened to be the one that I got. I kind of regretted it after I first bought it from the store, because I was like, what if it's like not the right color for me? Even though I swatched it in the store, when I got outside of the store, it didn't look like the same color I had swatched it to be, but when it's on my face, it looks okay. So, oh my gosh, these eyebrows are looking super duper messy right now, but we will clean them up a little bit once I put the color on. Now, this might be a weird thing for some people, but to do my eyebrows, I just do eyeshadow on them because of how much I dye my hair. It's just not really worth it for me to invest in any sort of brow pomade, because it's not gonna last me that long. It's only gonna last me until the next time I dye my hair. And I kind of prefer a softer look in a way, so using eyeshadow can help me achieve a softer look. And all we have to do is get an angled brush, like this little cheapo here, and we have to dip it into some color. Any color really will do for me, but today I'm going to try out one of these new colors, because I just realized we totally forgot to use this on my eyes. So let's use it on my eyebrows. We're going to use this instead and just get it. Oh, I made a mistake. I'll fix it though. Get it right on my eyebrows. So this blue is absolutely gorgeous. I always love Urban Decay's blues. They are the one thing that I am certain will never let me down. I do notice that in some of their other palettes that some shadows feel a little hard pressed, but this one is definitely very pigmented, very, very pigmented. A little bit more than I was expecting in a way. So you can tell I am not too great at eyebrows, but we can hopefully fix that up soon. So there we go, we've got those cleaned up a little bit. They still look a little messy, but that is just because I surprised myself with just how pigmented that blue actually was. So I'm gonna just try and get this a little bit softer looking, and yeah, good enough. Now we're getting to one of the fun parts, which is, actually this is not the fun part. This is the part where we wipe all of this gunk off of the fallout off. There it is. I've got like just a makeup wipe, because that is the easiest solution to me, and we're just gonna get some of that right off of my face, because I do not like. But now that we have done that, we can get some highlight on. Now, the first thing I do before I put any highlight on my brush is to make sure to use a setting spray on my brush to wet it up a little. And today we're going to use the Alchemist palette from Kat Von D. I really love these eyeshadows. As you can see, I use them a lot, but let's take this pink opal color to go with my pink opal-y eyes, and I'm actually just using the edge of the brush as opposed to full on because I like that a bit better. Now I'm just gonna go where I see that the light is hitting my face. So if I tilt my head and I can see, yes, my cheekbone is right here, we're just gonna put the highlighter there and just pat, 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 pat. This is looking a little lacking today, so I think I might also layer on something else. We will see, because I do really like a bright strobing highlighter, and some days a little bit is not enough. So I'll make sure to put it on my nose and also on the top bow of my lips. Just gonna blend that out a little bit. And with my finger, sometimes I find that my finger does a good job with this too. See, look at that. Look at that. It is pink and it is pretty. Getting that glow in there. Oh, yes, queen. I think that term is so funny when people are like that. They're like, oh, yes, queen. Now, I am aware that is something that like drag queens say, but it's funny because it's almost like mainstream now, like just for people to say that. Same with like the tea. Spill the tea, sis. Now, I've never watched those drag queen shows, but I know people who have, and that's what they have said, so I'm not sure who else they would take those phrases from. But look at that now. Oh, I forgot to do more on this side. Let's get some more on this side. I got something in my eye. Not fun. Now let's do the liner. I'm just gonna snap it. And there we go, there's the eyeliner. I didn't take a lot of time on that because it actually takes a lot of time, and I just skipped past it just because it's something I really need to focus on and it would take way too long to record. So let's just get some mascara on, just some random mascara, because honestly, does it really matter which mascara you use as long as it gets the job done? No. Now for the lipstick. Now we've got that on. That went on really nice. It's very, very pretty. I love this color so much. And for a final touch, just a bit of this setting spread. Now it's kind of hard for me to do it, so I'm gonna... Don't surprise me. Well, it got on somewhat, I think. I'm really bad at aiming it, if you couldn't tell. So yeah, there we go. There is my sweet, makeup tutorial. I'm just gonna put my bangs back and look at that. It all goes together pretty well. I do really still like this this liquid eyeshadow, and I tried out the lash liner as well. It's very nice. It makes lining my lashes way easier. So yeah, that's all. Bye.